It's been 12 years since Paul Walker got the role of a lifetime, going from stud wingman to leading man. Aging gracefully on screen as an action movie star, Paul Walker was also maturing off screen. Most of us know Paul Walker as Brian O'Connor from Fast and the Furious, that kind of gorgeous, ruggedly handsome, speed demon action star. But you wrote that he was much more than that. How so?
Yeah, I think people didn't realize that Paul Walker had a full, vibrant life off the screen. He always said he was kind of 1 foot in, 1 foot out with the whole Hollywood game.
Outside of the Hollywood game, Walker was deeply involved in the world of fast cars and even raced with a Hollywood club.
Hey, what's up, Paul Walker? Out here at the Red Line Time Attack.
He was a total auto head. He actually owned Always Evolving. It was a performance shop that really appealed to the car junkie that Paul Walker was.
But Paul was much more than a car junkie. He was also deeply committed to humanitarian relief. In 2010, Walker took a team to Haiti, helping in the aftermath of the major earthquake that devastated the small nation.
We asked a bunch of people what they thought we should bring.
He knew that he had to do something. No one knew what to expect, but all he knew was he was bringing medical equipment, water filtration, and he was going to do what he could. When they got there, they did so much for their first time. They were able to set up a hospital in an orphanage. And the experience that he came home with after that was, I have the opportunity to do something very special.
And Walker wasn't afraid to get his hands dirty.
You talked about the fact that he went to Alabama to help with victims of the tornadoes. Lots of people talk about things they care about. He actually did something.
He cared about other people, and he went and helped them.
We were helping clear a house. It was 100 degrees, the humidity was through the roof, and we're just working with chainsaws, just plowing through, full gear on, sweating, working hard.
But then, the homeowner realized that a Hollywood star was among those helping out.
And the emotion that they expressed, and this was someone who just lost everything, that someone, you know, with the name notoriety of Paul would just be there working to make their life a little better without, you know, there was no camera crew, there was no nothing. It blew their mind.
And it's interesting because he was very private. He almost remained like a mystery to all of his fans other than what they saw on screen.
Yeah, Paul Walker didn't go after a lot of press. He didn't necessarily want to be photographed. You didn't see him coming up in magazines.
Saleswoman Irene King recalls a day Paul Walker was in her jewelry store as an Iraq veteran and his fiancée were shopping for rings.
She saw something that she liked, and they were looking at it, and she was trying them on, but turns out that they couldn't afford them.
But Paul Walker could afford a $10,000 ring.
He wanted to help them out, and so he just out and out bought it for them. He went to the manager, and he was very specific about having it anonymous. He didn't want the couple to know that he was buying the ring for them.
Walker's father, Paul Sr., says the generosity wasn't only extended to strangers.
He was always doing stuff for us, always big gestures. His heart was so big. You'd go and have a family gathering and say, all the little kids, nieces and nephews with Uncle Paul. And it was always, don't worry about college. I'll take care of college. Just study hard.
Walker never finished college himself, but even as his movie career took off, his father knew Junior was ready to slow down, to become a more present father for his daughter.
And he was looking so forward to this. He wanted to take a hiatus and say, gosh, Dad, she's 15. I ain't got much more time to be with her.
Walker's words proved to be eerily prophetic, leaving behind those who loved him most, searching to make sense of his sudden death.
Action!
Friend and director Rob Cohen was devastated by the news.
He called me his movie dad, and I feel like I've lost my son. I can't really believe it. It's just not fair. That's what I keep thinking. It's just not fair.
Walker's death had a similar effect on his Fast and Furious co-stars like Vin Diesel, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, and Tyrese Gibson. Diesel visited the crash site to pay his respects.
Thank you for coming down here and showing that angel up in heaven how much you appreciate it. Yeah!
Johnson took to Instagram, simply posting, "Love you, brother." And Tyrese Gibson, with whom he was particularly close.
We've seen him grieving on social media and at the crash site, and it's indicative of the fact that they were very, very tight. He had a good relationship, a very good relationship with his Fast and Furious castmates.
Days later, those castmates released this tribute.
The most important thing in life will always be the people in this room.
With his castmates now grieving, Fast and Furious 7 has been put on hold, and the future of the franchise is uncertain. In the end, Walker left a lasting impression in life and death.
You forgot that he was an actor, you forgot that he was a name. He was a friend. We all lost a friend in this.
Focus, it's right here. It's what's important. It's of the heart, it's family, it's friends, it's the rest.